Yo, what up guys, beside you here to share with you 5 reasons why I still play Raid in 2024. You'll find this one very interesting, so stick with me for this one. It's part of this Raid 5th anniversary celebration, so we normally criticize this game all the time. We always speak out on all the wrongs they do, but this time around, since it's their birthday, festival of creation is going on, they gave us some free gifts in the community. It's time for us to give them 5 praises at least that they do deserve. This is coming from my heart that I do enjoy these things about this game despite all the wrongs that they do. We'll criticize them in another day. Today we are singing Raid's praises, and you tell me in the comments if you find this one reasonable or not. The first reason why I initially started playing Raid was because I have a crappy laptop. Not even a mobile phone that could play Raid, no. It was a crappy laptop, an old HP laptop that I bought secondhand, but it had a Core i5, so it could handle a little bit of moderate gaming, and I didn't want to put advanced games in it that will even crash the system or make something go bad. So I decided to play a modern, just a moderate game, and Raid fit the bill right there. And that was years ago, 4 years ago. So right now I've upgraded to a brand new, fully stacked up gaming system, but I'm still playing Raid. So yes, that was my initial reason that Raid can work on any device, no matter whether it's a crappy laptop, a mobile phone, or even a big system like this, it can still work fine. So that's my initial reason that Raid is multi-cross platform, whatever the language you want to call it. I just know that it worked on my potato. So even when my system had a fan issue and I had to pack it up for a bit, I still went back to my old laptop and updated Raid, and it still played just fine. So this is a game that does not require a lot of resources. I know a lot of games out there where no matter how you want to play Call of Duty, no matter how you want to play Genshin Impact, no matter how you want to play those top rated games, if your hardware cannot handle it, forget about it. So that Raid doesn't set those limitations for you. It allows anybody download it on any device and play it. So that's the first reason that brought me into this game initially, because I couldn't install those big top rated games, right? I was even Minecraft, sometimes my laptop could not handle Minecraft, so I had to go to a game like Raid, which it worked out just fine. So that's my first reason why I still play it. Even if I've upgraded to a new system, I'm still playing it because I can still do my work on one monitor and play Raid on the second monitor, or use that one to just have it in the corner of your screen. You don't have to like stop everything you're doing to play Raid. That's what I'm saying. So that's my second reason right here. Let me move on to the second one, that no stress gaming. No stress gaming means that Raid is not a game that you have to give your 100% attention to play it. Just requires a few hours of your time a day, or a few minutes, depending on how much you want to go into the game. Now, when I say no stress gaming, we know of games where has no pause. If you pause, you're dead, or the game is over for you, or you failed that mission, whatever. So I used to play games like that, where if I'm playing that game and my eyes are on the system like this, I'm clicking, and you talk to me, I cannot stop what I'm playing to talk back to you. Or right now I'm in the office recording this video. If I'm playing other games that cannot be paused, cannot be stopped, and it's stressful until that battle ends. I'll give an example of Riot Games. I forget one of these Riot Games. I forget their games, but basically there is a game that you just play. Is it the Rift? It's not the Rift. Very toxic game. I can't remember it. Raid is not toxic, by the way. But anyways, I can't remember the names of games right now. I don't want to name drop either, but you know what I'm talking about. Games that if you pause, the game is over for you. So Raid gave that no stress gaming, where I can pause and attend to a client, talk to a client. When the client is done, I go back to Raid. So that's what I mean by no stress gaming. When I play Raid, my heart rate does not go up. Yes, I don't have to worry about that. But for some players, when you play those high level, high intensive, high concentration games, if you check your blood pressure, it does go up, because you're so focused on that. Everything is so focused on that. So Raid doesn't give that high amount of adrenaline to your system, and I love that chill vibe that Raid gives for you to play it while chilling, and you can just fight your battles and just relax without stress or anything. So that's something to the second reason why I still play Raid. Even if I want to move on to those other high intensive game or install it on my new systems, I still remember how stressful they can be, and I'm like, damn, I don't have 2-3 hours to spend on a game, and when I'm off the game, I'm like, you just have a deep breath. Raid, the entire time you're on Raid, you just stay relaxed and chill. So that's my second reason. Hopefully that one makes sense. Now for my third reason, that's what we'll talk about, the game proper. Raid has not stopped dropping new content this entire time that I've been playing it. There's no time where we stayed like, oh, there's nothing new to do in Raid. Raid is dropping new content. Some might be hit, some might be bad, some might be good, some might not go well with the community, but it's new. What I'm saying is players who played Raid 5 years ago still find something new to do in the game today. I know that means now the content is now more crowded. It used to stop at Clan Boss right now, but now there's Doom Tower, now there's Cost City. So who knows, by the time in years to come, there'll be more scrolling to do on this bar. Raid has not stopped dropping new content. Even they're adding new content into this place. Before there was just classic arena, they're adding new content, live arena, adding tag team arena, all these new things. I lived to see it when it added joined into the game. Before it was not here. 3v3 was not here. So there is so many new things that have been added into Raid. New factions have been added, and it's not a bad thing. Dungeons all had level 15, moved to level 20, now level 25, and even now hard mode dungeons. It's all good for those end game players who have been playing the game for a long time, to always have something new to do. Now if you're new to Raid, this new content or this newest content that added doesn't have to bother you that much. You still have the older content to first of all beat before you come over to the new content. So that's something to note. Iron Twins is new, Sand Devil, Necropolis, Phantom Shogun, all this usually comes with new bosses also, so except the Cost City, which they mix it up. So what I'm saying is that's a new challenge for those players. You never really get bored for, let's say, imagine a game that doesn't update itself or update any new content for an entire 1 year. What will you be doing in that game at that point? People will begin to get a crazy amount of resources in terms of 50,000 gems, 10 billion silver. So Raid has not allowed you to get to that point where you get complacent. They always keep you on your toes in terms of the new content that come up. You feel always challenged with the type of content you think you've done with this boss. Like when I got to what do you call this boss now, Ultra Nightmare, and I can one key Ultra Nightmare Clan Boss, I was like, cool, I'm done. I felt like a boss. I felt like I've achieved something good. But guess what, there's a new content coming, Hydra. I was like, oh no. And I was like, okay, now I can one key normal, I can one key hard, I can one key brutal, and right now I can one key Nightmare. They were like, no, that's not done. Hydra Clash. You're like, oh no, not again. So sometimes it feels like they're always pushing the goalpost, pushing the bar, but sometimes it's something to challenge you to even do more than you've already achieved, so that content doesn't get boring and repetitive for you. Because right now we can all attest to the fact that the Demon Lord Clan Boss is now boring, but we cannot complain about it because we are so satisfied with the amount of rewards we get from it. Well, the rewards could improve, but we are not complaining about it. Instead of them to touch what we love so much, they now created something new entirely to be attached to it. So I guess we are not that mad about the Demon Lord anymore, because we now have the Hydra, something that can challenge you further than the Demon Lord could. So that's something that I just wanted to add as my number 3 point. New challenges, new bosses, new builds. All this content I'm talking about focus on different type of champion builds that you have to put on your champions to beat them. You can't just use one size fits all for everything. No, you have to strategize, come up with different teams, or learn from others who have built these teams. So that's number 3 content. Will like go around with the entire community. A lot of people will agree with this number 3 point right here. New challenges, new bosses. Whether you like them or not, it's still new. And yeah, I'm not even talking about the buffs and debuffs that goes on this stone skin and all that craziness, because it's still new. It's still a new challenge. It's still a new strategy that I added to the game. The Forge, Altar of Souls was not here when I started playing the game. Guardian Ring was not called that Guardian Ring when I started playing the game. It was called Faction. Or no, it was not. It was called Sparring Pit. But now we have Faction Guardians, a lot of unbinding, a lot of things. Sometimes you don't even have enough time in the day to do everything that you have to do in the game. That's how much stuff that is now in the game. Some might say it's now clustered and all that, but I love it. I love the amount of the fact that if you don't like one content, you can move on to the other content. That brings us to my number 4. Yes, number 4th point why I still play raid, why I still play raid in 2024, is that champion collector, catch them all. That's the point I wrote down on my notes. But what I meant by that is the amount of champions that is in this game. Yeah. We used to have one champion a month, one new champion added to the game a month, one new champion added to the game in a month. But now these days, it seems like every month we have just like 4 champions, 5 champions. We're like, what is going on? Relax. It might seem too much and excessive, but for somebody who is trying to catch them all, somebody who is playing that strategy where you're trying to get every champion, at least one copy, every champion. When I'm trying to say, yes, I need every champion in the game, you normally you don't need them. One champion can do one thing, another champion does, right? But just for the fact that there's a champion you've not obtained, that's an excuse for me to keep trying to pull shots, trying to get that champion so I can just mark it off my Pokédex and say I've got them all. So that's the challenge that a lot of players might never be able to achieve in raid, especially if you're free to play like me. If I head over to my champion index or banner lots, you can still see I don't have Lord Chamford. You can still see no Staltos. There are champions, Taras, Marista. There are champions who it will be hard for me to obtain, but with time, maybe one day we will get them. But I might not be able to get them or catch them all if raid keeps releasing 4 or 5 champions a month. Raid, please chill with the new champion releases. Though we like it, but sometimes it feels like we would never be able to finish this my number 4 point where I'm trying to play Pokemon over here and catch them all while you keep releasing new Pokemons to the wild. So that's something, another reason why people love this game and why I love it. The new champions I'm talking about, their crazy abilities. Before you think about building this champion and testing them out, they're already thinking about the new champion they'll release, which will blow you away, like the new champion that is coming into this game that we are currently going for right now. Amans, right? Which faction? Barbarian. So everybody is currently going crazy now for well, we've talked about Negagante Acha, which was just limited time and some people got it. That's Amans right here. I went as far as going crazy and got myself a Chronam plus the skins, a champion who a lot of players do not obtain or cannot obtain due to the ways that is required to get him. So that shows you how much in love I am with collecting champions, and that's my number 4 reasons why I'm picking up on every champion. Have I used Chronam in half of my team? No. Why did I get him? Because I'm playing catch them all. So any new champion that release, I want to get them. And have I started using them in content? No, I just want to get it off my list and mark it that I've collected that champion, including White King Nasus and White Queen Ankura, the 2 who paired together. But have I used any of these 2 champions right now in the arena? No. Why did I get them? To collect them, build them, keep, so I can say I have them. That's all the only reason. I know there's in the future content will come up where these champions will shine, definitely. So whether I keep them right now or put them in the vault or max out my faction guardian, so no matter the reasons, we'll always be collecting and pulling shards for new champions that come along. So that's my 4th reason. Now finally to the last reason why I still play raid in 2024. The community. I cannot make this type of video. I know a lot of content creators who talk about this video will always say the community is something that keeps them coming back to this game. What do I mean the community? What am I talking about? There are people who play raid on their phone, on their laptop, who don't communicate with any other person who play raid. I know that's one way to do it, but if you begin to communicate with others who play raid, whether it's on YouTube, whether it's on Discord, whether it's on Facebook, Twitter, whatever you're using to communicate with other players, the game just becomes a lot more enjoyable. Oh, let's not even forget Reddit, because Reddit goes crazy. So that's what I mean about the community. You don't have to go create your own community. You just have to go seek for one and see what they're doing over there and join. You don't even have to say anything in their chats. Just be there and read what others are saying. Whether you're talking about communities that deal with, if I show you some examples, because I can't even talk about this one. The main example that people start up with is clans. I'm currently in my clan chat right here, or you can go to their general chats right there where you can strategize with others and how you play the game, and it's so fun. So clan is the first one that I would say is very, very important for you to strategize on how you can beat the Hydra, how you can beat CVC and all that. That's one is very, very important for players who are new to raid. Join a clan that is active, not just, well, You can also use the chat. This is also another way. Community chat right here. You can go to the global chat. Obey the rules. Don't spam over here, else the bot will ban you. So that's something to note right here. The community chat, whether it's on Discord or Reddit or anywhere you join, is so active that I think the community keeps Raid afloat, because if it's individual players just playing Raid individually, a lot of people will get things wrong, not get all the information they need to be efficient with the game. That's something to note. You learn a lot from these community members. You think you know it all until somebody tells you, do you know that you can upgrade an artifact with 20,000 from 15 to 16? You're like, how? Because you've never heard it. You've never seen it done, but there is a lot of smart people in this community. There are a lot of tools that are created to help you. If you don't join this community, you probably don't even know about those tools. We are talking about RSA Hopper. We are talking about the HH Gaming Artifact Extractor. But there are tons of more tools that is out there that players of this community use to make their game play a lot better and efficient. So let's not just concentrate on that. But I'm saying those are all from the community as a whole. People come up with even people who do contests. I don't even participate in this. I know a lot of people who do graphics and art contests. It's all happening in the Raid community right here, where you win a bunch of resources and special rewards and all that. So those are my 5 reasons while I still play Raid in 2024. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, as part of the community challenge right here, if you go to the comments and share one genuine reason why you play Raid, 5 winners, some amazing rewards are coming your way. So I've given my 5 reasons already. You heard my 5 reasons. So I do not want to see any of my reasons in the comments. So that's the challenge. It's going to be challenging for you to come up with your own reason that is unique. I know you might have similar reasons like me, but I'm challenging you to think of one more reason that I did not put in my video, because I'm limited to 5. I could probably give you 20 reasons why I still play Raid, or could I? But I just wanted to give you only 5 right now, so you can go over to the comments and share with me one more reason why you still play Raid. Remember to use the hashtag 5 reasons to Raid. 5 as in number 5. I'll put it on the screen. 5 reasons to Raid as along with your comments. So just put your comments so I can search for your comments along like with the hashtag, because we might get a lot of comments in this video. So what are you gonna have a chance of winning if you drop your one reason, at least one reason why you play Raid? Well, number 1, one legendary skill tome is coming your way for 5 winners. 1 rank 5 chicken, 5 winners. 1 XP boost for 3 days, 400 energy, and 4 sets of 50 multi-battle attempts. That's a lot of reward, more than the one we normally get for the monthly gem giveaway. So maybe I might do the 2 the same time. Well, that's too soon. But anyways, that's what is coming your way. Go over to the comments right now and tell me your one reason besides the 5 that is not on this 5 that I listed right here, why you still play Raid in 2024. Yeah, that's what we are doing for Raid. This is their 5th anniversary celebrations, giving you at least newer players reasons why we still play it after all this time. And if any of these reasons make sense to you, let me know in the comments, out of my 5, which one you love the most that I explain right here. I'll see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more daily Raid updates. I have a lot of videos, champion guides, and all that good stuff. See you guys in the next one. Later, guys.